Well, guys, the No Kings riots, let's just call it what it is. It was about causing chaos and destruction. Now, in some parts of the country, guys, there was peace. There was some No Kings protests out here in the Houston area, and haven't heard any reports of actual violence. But we know that especially in these blue states, it was violent. Marxists are violent people, folks. Now, I didn't get an opportunity to actually talk about the assassination that happened in Minnesota. And we found out that the suspect was a Tim Walz appointee. And it was a Democrat senator that got assassinated. And some of these lefties, man, on X, boy, they were quick, fast, and in a hurry to blame Trump. They said MAGA was doing this. And you know what, folks? These people had no evidence whatsoever. None. Martina Navratilova, the all-time great women's tennis player who is severely Trump deranged, jumped on the bandwagon. This was MAGA. And then, like we always find out, this man was a hard leftist. A leftist did this. Now, apparently, the reason why this senator was actually on a target to be assassinated is because she voted with Republicans to stop illegal aliens from getting Medicaid in the state. And you know what? I guess to this man that assassinated her, that was a bit too much. Because these hard lefties, man, they want illegal aliens stealing from you. Well, today was the day, guys, because he just found out. He got arrested. Now, the police detained his wife the other day. I don't think any charges have actually been brought on her. I don't know if she had anything to do with this assassination attempt. But let's go ahead and get into it, guys, because we got another person also that found out as well. Here we go. Right over here. Suspected Minnesota assassin Vance Boelter arrested near his home. And I believe that he was also armed when they got him. Yeah. Tampon Tim Walz appointed this man. I don't think Tampon Tim Walz is going to appoint a MAGA supporter. No way. Look here. It says the suspect in the targeted shootings of two Minnesota lawmakers, a brutal attack that left 2 dead and 2 others critically injured, was captured Sunday evening following an intense manhunt. Vance Boelter, 57, was arrested in Sibley County after identifying himself to law enforcement officers searching the area. Officials describe his capture as the result of relentless and determined police work. A photo posted by the Ramsey County Sheriff shows Boelter in custody with the caption, quote, "The face of evil." After relentless and determined police work, the killer is now in custody. Thanks to the dedication of multiple agencies working together, along with support from the community, justice is one step closer, close quote. Now, he killed Minnesota House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband. That was on early Saturday morning at their home in Brooklyn Park. And also, he's believed to have shot State Senator John Hoffman and his wife, Yvette, at their Champlin residence. Now, both of them actually survived the attack. And this man wore like a mask. Almost like a Halloween mask, but not really. He was trying to cover his face, but on the doorbell camera footage, he's dressed like a police officer. And this is scary, man. This was definitely premeditated. Now, I don't know about how the death penalty actually works in Minnesota, but I believe he needs to be put to death. I know that the FBI is also investigating him as well. I'm wondering if there's going to be some federal charges also as well. But to me, in my opinion, man, this man needs to be tried and put to death if he's actually convicted. Now, get this, guys. This is when we definitely knew he was not a MAGA or Trump supporter. Look here, it says, inside Boelter's vehicle, investigators found protest flyers bearing the slogan, "No Kings." Yeah. A phrase tied to the recent nationwide protests against President Donald Trump and ICE. Yeah. He also left behind a manifesto that had previously served on the governor's workforce development board, having been appointed by Tampon Tim Walz in 2019. Yeah. Also, by the way, guys, another No Kings rider, he is found out too, man. I believe I briefly touched on this the other day. This is in a Virginia man now. He intentionally drove an SUV into a crowd at a No Kings protest. Yeah, that's a scumbag right there, man. Look here. A Virginia man was arrested Saturday after police said he drove an SUV into a crowd of protesters at the conclusion of a No Kings rally in Culpeper. 21-year-old Joseph R. Cheklik Jr. was taken into custody by the Culpeper Police Department following the incident, which occurred in a Walmart parking lot where the protest was ending. The event, sponsored by Culpeper Democrats, was part of the nationwide series of anti-Trump and anti-ICE rallies held over the weekend. As participants were dispersing the event, Cheklik intentionally accelerated his vehicle into the dispersing crowd, police said. One person was struck by the SUV, though initial reports indicated no injuries. Authorities said the investigation remains ongoing. Cheklik was arrested for reckless driving following a traffic stop shortly after the incident. The individual was struck by the vehicle, was not or has not been identified by law enforcement. Quote, given the dangerous driving behavior observed, officers conducted a traffic stop on the vehicle and identified the driver as Joseph R. Cheklik Jr., 21 of Culpeper, police said. Cheklik appeared before a magistrate and was denied bond. Good. Police noted that the additional charges are possible pending the investigation. It is unclear the total number of people who were in the crowd at the time of the incident. According to the Washington Post, Culpeper police officer Julia Scholler, I'm not sure how you pronounce the name, stated that approximately 600 people attended the demonstration. Quote, we thank the Culpeper Police Department for their quick response and for keeping our protests safe. Culpeper Democrats posted on Facebook Saturday. Yeah. So he found out also as well. And just in case, guys, jumping back to the killer in Minnesota, listen to this right here. Okay. Vance Boelter had No Kings material in his car. Doesn't sound like MAGA. Check this out.
Are there reasons to believe that these events were also targeted by the person in the manifesto in the car?
We don't have any direct links. However, there were some flyers that said No Kings within the suspect vehicle. And as we know, the planned events throughout the state of Minnesota today is a No Kings event.
And so the reference materials that were inside of the vehicle that we saw, we have no understanding that any of the No Kings events would be targeted, but we also find it of interest to the public that these would be in there, and we want to alert everybody until we do that. Because this is such an active investigation with information not knowing right now, we feel it's an obligation to all of you and the public across the state of Minnesota to alert you of it, and that's why the Colonel made the notation of recommending people don't go today. But the individuals are not in custody yet, and so we want to make sure as that very active manhunt is underway and continues, that we make sure that for sharing that, and that's part of why we're making the recommendation. As to the investigation and the list, we are working through that now and talking to individuals, and will continue to. What I would say with the list is there's a large number of people. That's all I can say about it. We will work through all of that, what the motivations of this are, and we'll provide that as you can. This is really a public safety announcement for everybody so that we can make sure people are informed and make safe decisions throughout the day.
Yeah, so you saw that right there, guys. You saw that right there. Vance Boelter is now in custody. This man should fry for what he did. He should fry for what he did. The state of Minnesota, man, on state charges, man, they should definitely not go soft on him whatsoever. I hate it, man. I don't care what side of the political aisle you're on. You should not be doing that, man. This violence from the left, man, is getting way out of control. Way out of control, guys. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.